Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Minnesota Golden Gophers taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense will get the first crack at it here. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Hold and fire complete. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the running back able to get his hands on it, but what he couldn't do is keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
Pulls it, fired complete.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And this sophomore able to reach. The sack. The Ducks line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. First down for this offense. They'll try it over the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dropping back, it's Doyle. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to...
And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll... For a good return.
I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Moving away from pressure. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
This great field position here on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker. Now, here comes the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. It looked like it had a chance to be good.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Makes the grab over the middle. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. set of downs after the completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Got the quick pass. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Trying to find his man on first down. They're working that left side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Pressure coming. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decimals through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And he takes this from inside. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, maybe.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And how about the communication by the big fellas up front? Picking up that blitz, QB wasn't...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. They'll try the right side. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt.
On to kick it away.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Motion from the offense. He's back to throw on second down. Makes his connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll go back to the air on second down. They're trying to get to it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wants to throw on third down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Doyle. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
He has figured it out, finally.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback. Right there outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll run it on the counter. Nice move to pick up yardage. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. Quick timeout.
Run. Gaddis and man on the running back gets blocked. Gaddis splits and doesn't. Well, he does, but you know, penetration anyways. Okay.
They're trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David. And in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Feeling some heat. And as he throws.
That's so dumb, bruh.
And he's wrapped up after a solid
So
return
fucking
on the
stupid.
pick.
Every fucking time you get hit as you throw, it goes directly to a fucking linebacker, man. Step up into the pocket, hit your open guy. No, he's got to get hit, and it goes right to a fucking line. Like half of my picks this season are just like that, man. Jesus Christ, bro.
First and 10.
Start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Doyle. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer to the air on first down. And they get the sack just like that. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On second down, looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He finds his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Smashes through the tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pulls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, You're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back. So keep at it.
Got hurt. He's fucking hurt.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me put.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Doyle. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quarterback on the keeper. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
Corny.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
This offense has a second down play.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Getting some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
33.
as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Doyle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone.
Yeah, fucking right, bro. Come
Touchdown,
on, EA.
Minnesota.
EA.
So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10, and the returner will be knocked down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll need to convert this 3rd down for their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. That completion delivers a first down. Power football with the run. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Ducks in the hurry up. Quarterback will audible. He'll pull it on the read.
Wow, 65.
Nice gain of 6.
Oh my God, your ass today.
Yeah, he chews up yards. That was really quick,
Good
really
Lord.
decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you could tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground, and it wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense.
I think I'm done with Buddy. Like, no bullshit. Absolutely, positively done with him. Like, bro, it's no way you just keep giving up shit like that, dog. 85 pass block, 92 pass block power, 85 pass block finesse. It's no way that you just keep giving shit up like that.
Over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Look,
and they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to pass, it's Doyle. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. Have any chance to tie this thing up. Throws toward the end zone.
Whoa! Where was...
Touchdown,
oh, my God.
Gophers. Reeled it in and just made...
So you're telling me I was on the fucking corner instead of the safety? That's what you're telling me. Look at my user. It's right there on the safety, right? It's right there on the safety. Somehow it gets switched to the fucking corner. Okay.
Hey, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. They can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
He's going to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll send out the kicker here. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has...
Man, I need more points. I need more goddamn points, bruh. GG's in the chat, please.